Good morning. It's Mama Pat and Rose. Rosie is in Mama Pat's lap, out of the camera. We'll see if we can get her up there. Can you get right there? So right there. See? See? Can you bend over just a little bit? See if I can. Right there. There's Rosie. Rosie's helping Mama Pat this morning by just being a good girl. And this day is going to be a great day. I know it's going to be a great day because it turned out when I come in my studio, I got my table all set up, got my painting out, got everything fixed up, and turned my water bottle over on my painting. So I grabbed paper towels and went to work and sopped it up. So I know that the rest of the day is going to be a good day. But this is all about revisiting a painting. Revisiting something that you've done. You look at it, and then acrylic and oil and watercolor painters or medium painters, they paint painters. I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, they look at their painting after they think they're finished. And they look at it for 2 or 3 days. And if there's something that they see in it that they need correcting, they go back and revisit that painting. So we're going to revisit this rainbow painting because I just don't like the way it turned out. In fact, when it dried, it had streaks in it. Places was darker where it's not supposed to be darker, and lighter where it's not supposed to be lighter, and just streaks, different kinds of streaks in it. We don't need streaks. We need fluff. We need it blended to where there won't be any streaks. But you can see a lot of streaks in this. And if you wasn't with us when we painted this, we took the 2 photographs and put them on our board, and we put them together, and we connected the rainbow in the center. So I printed out 2 more prints of what the photos I used, and I can already see that it's more of a gray than it is a violet. I've got a lot of violet in here. So we're going to start off this morning with a gray, a very pale gray. And I don't have my paints open this morning, so just sometimes my hands just don't want to do what I want them to. Sometimes the paint lids wants to stick to the paint. So you just have to go with the flow. I'm going to put 1 drop. I'm going to put 1 drop of black, maybe 2 drops of black. I got me some white right here, so I'm going to pick up some white. I'm going to drizzle it in that black because I don't want the black to get in my paintbrush right now. right until I can get. All right, now we'll try it. Okay, this is the gray. We start down here at the top of these trees. In the monitor, it looks blue and lavender, and that's what I was looking at. Of course, that's not my mistake. My mistake is just not getting it right. But we're going to start right here, and you see these being two different photographs. Over here in this one is a lot lighter than over here in this one. But the way the sun's shining and the atmosphere and all, we're just going to have to go with both of the photographs. So right here, we're going to start right here, and we're going to wind up coming this way, I think. So let's see how we go. And I'm going to be looking at the photograph, not the monitor this time, because I was looking at the monitor last time. But Rosie's in my lap. I had her on her blanket, but now she's in my lap. So I think we need a smaller brush. I put them right where I can get them, and then I forget where I put them. Okay, we got a smaller brush. Okay, we're going to start right here where you can't see. Okay, we're starting right over here. And I'm putting gray in them trees. And this is lavender here. It looks so dark. It's lavender. And in the monitor, it looks sort of gray. Well, there's a gray lavender, I guess you can call it. But we need to blend as we go. And if this don't work, I'll just go back and just sew the whole thing and start over. You don't give up just because what you're doing didn't turn out right. You're the boss. You tell it what you're going to do. The painting don't tell you what you're going to do. You tell the painting what you're going to do. One of my mistakes was painting into my photograph when I was supposed to have been painting out. Okay, you want this blended real good. You don't want no streaks. And this down here close to the trees, and right here up over the rainbow. We're doing this part right here. And it goes to about right there. And then it's going to blend outward. You want to get that lavender off there. You don't want to get our rainbow off of it though. We'll be careful not to get our rainbow off of it. And if I can't get the streaks out with one time, I'll go back over it. It looks sort of like fog coming up. And then when it hits the warmth of the sky, it gets lighter and lighter. Atmosphere change. I'm still working on this part though. I want it to be blended. I don't want no spots in it. I just want it blended real good. Okay, we said about right there. And we're going to come down. Now we'll come back and get that rainbow. If you was not painting on a photograph, the best thing would be a bristle brush to do this technique, but of blending the fog in. But I'm on a photograph and I can't, I don't want to take a chance of scraping it. Okay, now I'm going to add more white to my gray. Mixed it with my 1/2 inch brush, so I'm going to use my 1/2 inch brush. Okay, I feel like that's just a little bit too light. We'll see. So we're going to blend it into this. I'm sorry if I get out of frame, but my board's so long, so it's hard to stay in frame out here. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Oh, we wasn't gone long, was we? No. Well, we're gonna come up here at the top, and we're gonna start here where we can see what we're doing. Because we're gonna need this and this just to shade off. This right here up here is just to shade off from this down here. But then this right here is medium and light. So I'm gonna do this up here so we can come down and get that. And I want to tell you, it's much easier to paint a painting than it is to blend one in. You can try it. I want you to try it because what it does is it challenges you to do something different. And when you can get out of your comfort zone for a little while and you go back in, you're more comfortable than you was when you went out. Now this is going to be just a little darker when it dries. So we're going to make this lighter here than what we really want, so it'll be what we want when it dries. I see a little bit of real light coming through here. This is a little lighter, but we're going up to meet that. And we're coming down to meet this. I'll try to get, you can see some of that lavender through there, but that's all right. That just puts a little more depth in the sky, a little more detail. And if you don't work fast with acrylics, keep your acrylics wet. You're going to have to stop and let it dry and then come back. Most of mine's going to be dry on one side of the board by the time I get to it. Like I said, we don't want no streaks. We can do them figure eights and keep them streaks from being in there. And we want to blend in it. We're going to blend it up and we're blending it down. Rosie just got upset with her daddy. Her daddy come in here to bring me a snack. I'm diabetic, and I have to, every once in a while, have a snack. No sugar. Just a little cottage cheese that time. But I'd rather have cottage cheese than ice cream. Some people say, yuck. Well, I tell you what, when you get to where sugar causes you to have problems, you'll change your way of thinking and the way you eat. Okay, right here, we can tell where this starts and this ends, or this starts and this ends, either way. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a mid-tone. No, right here. We're going to go like this. And then blend it down with your blender. Your blender might not be your finger like mine is. Okay, now after that dries, we can see what it's doing. We're going to go on and move over here. Always keep your photograph right close to you. And a mirror where you can look. Excuse me. And I got to wet my paddle a little. This is a mister bottle. I don't use spray bottle because you can't see how much is going in there, and you don't want big slides in there of water. I mean, big drops of water in there. You just want enough water to blend your paint. Okay, let's do it this way. Already, I'm getting sugar from Rosie this morning while I'm painting. Rosie's wanting something. She loves on any fat to get what she wants. It's hard to lose. It's hard not to lose sight of your rainbow. I want a little bit of cloud in there, because I don't want it streaky when it's fluffed up. And what I want you to do is to go and look at my last rainbow painting and compare them. And you'll see what I did. You'll see what I messed up on. Maybe it'll help you in some way. I'm not here to teach you, I'm just here to show you how I do things. Okay, I like how that side come out so far, but we're not finished. We're gonna come over here and do the same thing. See over here? It's darker right here. It's darker right here. And then under the rainbow is a little dark. But it's not as dark as I've got it. I got it too dark. So we're going to go back in the gray. I'm going around the trees. I'm sorry it's out of frame. So I'm coming back in. A little more mist. That's just not. If your paint starts dragging, I'm painting with acrylics. If your paint starts dragging, just add you a little more water to it, but don't overdo it. Okay, go. There you go. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Okay, my light always messes me up right here. We want to come off of that rainbow. See, that's just a little bit too light. Let's see. It is hard to lose. It's hard to not lose the sight of that rainbow, that's for sure. And I'm doing something that don't need to be done. I'm painting over the photograph. It's real easy to get that photograph to coming up. Of course, my paint's a little bit aggravating this morning too. Ooh, that's too light. You don't want it up there in the white. You want it down here in the gray. Paint's rolling off of my fingers. I blended so much I got a painted finger. I'm gonna have to get a wet one. My wet ones is like my scissors. They hide on me when I need them. If you have wet ones and they start drying out, just put your little alcohol in it. Close it up in a jar or something if you or a Ziploc bag. If you can't keep them drying the other way. Okay, we're gonna go under the rainbow now and see what that looks like. On that side's dark, and this side is lighter, but it's not as dark as this, it's lighter. And my rainbow is brighter where it's dark. The darker it is out here, the brighter the rainbow is. So when you get right on up in the atmosphere, the rainbow, you're not going to be able to see as clear, and two, it's not as close to you as it is down here either. So let's see what we can do with that. Okay, I'm going to put just a drop of black over here and probably use just a touch of it. And I don't want it dark because we have to remember that it's going to come out darker than what we put on. Ooh, and that is dark. We want to be able to see it. There you go. Rosie, just gonna have to wait till Mom Pat gets through. You wanted some cottage cheese? Huh? You wanted some cottage cheese? Well, quick as we get through here, we'll go get you some. We might even get you an ice cream. Why? Not now. Not right now. Not right now. All that sugar's not going to help. That sugar's not going to help. I got this to do right now. Rosie is very smart and she has trained us well just to get what she wants. She does just enough for us that we so good sugar. Proud of her. Till we do what she wants because she does what we want her to do. I think we're going to have to come a little lighter because when it's drying, darker. So we're going to have to come a little lighter. I just pulled some black over in there, and then I had to redo it. I've got my 1/2 inch brush, and I'm turning it over on the chisel end to get down in them trees. Rosie loves me to talk, but she tries to understand what I say, but bless her heart, well, I think sometimes she does. I think she knows what I'm saying. She just can't answer me. She's just looking right straight up in my face, thinking, well, how long is it going to be, Granny? You know, Rosie's my grandbaby. She just lives with me. And she knows that her granny's going to give her anything she wants when she can get it. Well, I was just told this morning that I gotta go on a stricter diet. I can't eat any meat unless it's fish and chicken, unless I eat a little bit of pork every now and then. Well, I love fish and chicken. I've never been one for steak. Can't have steak at all. But I love my hamburgers. But I can't have my hamburgers. So that's the part. But I remember one time before that I found ground turkey in the grocery store, and I used to buy it. I thought I had trouble with my cholesterol for a long time, and that's the reason I have to go on a stricter diet. But it's not so bad. When you love fish and chicken, as long as it's not the same, cooked the same way every time. And don't rush. Don't rush what you're doing. You're doing it, just take your time. And, oh, I have a few little clouds. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to have a few little clouds, and I'm going to try to get this, let's see, this part right here needs to be blended a little better. Right there. And I gotta get me a wet one. That wet one done got too dry. I wish it would show up in true color. Because this grays is not a dark gray at all, nowhere, but it looks real dark over here. But it's got, excuse me, from dark to medium to light to medium to dark. And it should be this here. Dark, medium, light to dark. And we just got to do a little more work in here. But I'm just letting it dry just a little. And I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're going to look at the rainbow. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get you where you can see this side. Right here is a bluish green, yellow, orange. The orange and the yellow is blended sort of together. And then the orange shines out there. We're going to bring it out a little bit. This is going to be a bluish green. So we're going to mix our green with our blue. We're going to bring it from here up. Okay, then we're going to put our yellow next to the green. Next to the bluish green. And blend it in. Alright, then we're going to take the orange and yellow and we're going to blend that together here. Then we're going to bring it up. Got a little, we'll put just a little bit more bluish green there on the bottom and blend it up. Now we're going to do the same thing over here on this side. I come into my rainbow over here on this side a little, so I'm going to revisit that and see if I can't satisfy him enough that he'll be proud of that color. Yep, that's the right color. Okay, we're going to bring it up. And bring it up to here, and we're going to prick our finger and move it out. So we're going to get yellow on top of the green and move it out. Now remember the atmosphere right here can cause it to almost disappear. So you're not going to be able to see it that good. I think I want this just a little wider. Put a little more yellow. Alright, then our orange and yellow. Not enough orange. More of a peachy color. So it's more orange than it is yellow. But we don't want to get more yellow than we do orange. And we sure didn't want white. Well, white's running down in my palette, so I've got to go back and get me some orange and some yellow. Make us some gold, huh? Excuse me. I have to get this done where I can go. Ah. Okay, what I told you was dark, medium, light, and dark. Dark, medium, light, and dark. And that's how, this is how I paint. So, revisit my last rainbow. Please give me some feedback. Were it negative or positive? I don't care. The negative uh, feedback helps me to learn just as much as the positive feedback. And an artist never stops learning. When they do, they might as well give up their brushes. So you can't see the highlights on the trees. Maybe if I turn it this way. Maybe if I turn it that way, you can see the rainbow better. Let's see. You can see the rocks better. Okay. Like I said, let me know whether it's negative or positive. Just let me know what you think. And until we meet again, I hope you're blessed as I'm blessed, or as Rosie's blessed. And I think our next painting is going to be finishing up the single lighthouse, blending in the photograph in the uh, painting. The reason I hadn't already finished it up because my uh, computer crashed that I was using at that time, and I didn't know where I had ended up. And I couldn't figure out which one I had ended up on. So I got 1 and 2, blending the lighthouse into the photograph, the single lighthouse. Now I've got one where I blended the lighthouse with flowers in the front of it. But this is a single lighthouse, and there's 1 and 2 already on there posted. But I will finish up the number 3. And God bless.